Hey guys, Pete, Van Camping Lifestyle. So it's been a little while since I put a video up, and I've really been wanting to do this kind of a video for a long time anyways, and I finally got somebody that needed a lot of green bottles filled. So today we're actually going to go ahead and show you how to refill the green bottles out of well, I have a 5-gallon here, but you can use anything bigger than a 5-gallon, than a 1-pound green bottle. So that would be today. Alright guys, so like I said, today we're going to be refilling the green propane bottles that we normally use in the little Coleman stoves or the little buddies, stuff like that, which tend to go pretty fast, especially when you're using them for heat. And then we have a 5-gallon, actually a 20-pounder or a 5-gallon, basically barbecue propane container that can be refilled at your local propane place, and which makes it the big reason why you want to do this, because that's when you save your money rather than spending anywhere from say $3 if you have to buy 2 at Walmart. So that would be $6 for the 2 of them, or I've seen them all the way up to $6-7 myself each at some places. So it's nice to have them. They're really convenient, small little containers, and you can use them in a lot of things. But unfortunately, to keep buying them is kind of not economical. And then when you're done with them, they all have to go in the garbage in the dumpster. So, you know, doing this actually saves on a couple different ways. So one of the things we need obviously is the green propane and the 5-gallon, like I said, but there's also a couple other things we're going to need. Some of the other things we're going to need today are actually just an adjustable wrench, the actual nozzle, which is already on the tank inside there, is gonna have to be tightened down eventually something. So you just need, I don't know what size it is. It's pretty good size. It's over 1 inch, I believe. So that's why I just use my adjustable. So, and then for those of you who actually are gonna be questioning how much actually goes in here, I'm gonna go ahead and weigh up the green bottles first, and then we'll fill them up with propane and go ahead and weigh them again. I've already weighed up 5 green bottles, and they've all been right around 13 ounces, 13.10, 13 1/4 ounces. So that's how much they are empty, pretty much empty. So I am gonna use the vent this time. This bottle, actually, I don't know if you can see, it's actually condensating because it was in the freezer. I have plenty more in the freezer, so I'm just gonna let them stay out so you can see what I'm doing. Those were just the covers for the actual valve that's underneath the propane tank right now. And these are some clips. I don't know what they're really called. I know a couple other names for them, but they're nice because they've actually got the little locking thing on the bottom. So once you actually lock on to that tab, squeeze these and they actually stay nice and tight. Then I'll show you, I actually put my fingers up here more. You get more stability, a little more control when you pop in that valve. So basically that's it though. One little disclaimer, yes, I am doing this inside where I live right now. I'm only gonna do 1 bottle like this, and then I actually have a bunch of other bottles that I'm gonna move outside to do. So I do recommend doing it outside. I just, for video reasons, I wanna do it inside. But as you can see, I have multiple windows around me, and they're all open and vented. So I am trying to be as safe as can be. And like I said earlier, the green bottles are best if you actually have them in the freezer for a while. I've had these in here for a couple days now. Just turned out somebody actually asked me if I could refill some green bottles because she knew I refilled them in the past. So she had 10 bottles herself. So it actually works. It makes it nice rather than just doing 1 at a time. You can do a whole bunch at the same time. It just gets it all knocked out of the way. So, but these bottles are basically frozen. Nice and cold, nice and cold, nice and cold. All right, let's get this started. All right, so like I said, I'm actually gonna weigh this bottle just so everybody sees exactly how much it weighs. It's actually on ounces right now, so it's 0.00. I'm gonna go ahead and take the bottle and put the bottle on there, make sure it's not touching anywhere. And you can see that this one actually is 13.14, so 13.14 ounces. So we're gonna use this one bottle and actually do the process right now and see how much we can actually get in there. It's a 1 pound bottle, so at the end this should weigh approximately 29.25 ounces or so. So we'll see how close we can get to that. All right, so we got the propane bottle, the 5 gallon, upside down over here. The adapter isn't really, it's in there only, but only a couple turns. It's not turned all the way. It's just kind of showing you where it's going to go. And then the bottle basically just goes in here, gets turned a couple times, and it goes psst, just like anything else does. So you'll see this black line. What the black line is this vent right here. That's what we actually have to grab and pull out every once in a while. So when we put the bottle on, we want to try making it so that the vent's completely at the top. This way here we can get as much liquid propane in there as possible. That'll allow just the vapors to come out enough so that basically the propane will come all the way up here to about here. Okay, so what I've done is I've actually used the wrench and I've made this as tight as possible in this adapter. Even though it looks like it's open right now, the valve is still off. So until I open that valve up, no propane is going to go through this whole adapter anyways. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and screw the bottle on. And you may hear a little noise, but that's just normal. It's just tapping into the bottle itself. And what I want to do is try to make it so that it stops with the valve on top. So but at the same time, you need to make sure that this nozzle, the adapter, stays tight in the bottle because it's actually a reverse thread. So that right there should be pretty decent. Okay, so as you can see, what I've done is actually use the locking scissors here, I don't know what they're called, and I've actually locked them onto the nozzle, the actual little pull pin right there. This right here, when I need to vent this, all I gotta do is just go ahead and pull this, make it so that I can pull it out like that. It's locked on there. I don't really have to worry about it too much. As you can see, the line is on the top right there. So as of right now, I should basically be able to just turn this knob, open it up all the way, and then just let this vent into here. And then once I hear that liquid propane stop, then I can go ahead and vent a little bit and keep doing that until the propane gets to a point where once I start venting, a little bit of propane comes out. So like I said, I'm inside right now, so I'm really gonna not really let too much propane. I will let a little bit of spray here and there come out, but you can actually let it come out to the point where there's pretty decent, little stream of propane coming out. But stop it right away because you want to make sure that you are able to revent it and it doesn't just keep coming out. So, all right, here we go. I'm just going to basically turn the knob. You can hear the propane going into the bottle, or I can at least. So you can hear the venting, but you can tell that there's actually no propane coming out. It does smell a little bit like propane, but that's because it's the vapors kind of thing. You want to make it so that the liquid propane comes all the way up to that vent point. You can actually hear the propane going in the bottle as I let the air out. not doing too much at a time, just a little bit here and there. I haven't really seen any spraying of propane coming out yet, so that's good. Alright guys, so I've actually decided to move the whole situation outside. Just after those first few little vents, I could actually smell the propane inside the house, so I just decided not to do that. So I actually brought everything outside. I've already vented it once, but as you can see, I'm really close up here, so I'm going to try to show you. See, there's venting right there, so there's not really, you can tell that there's, like, actually, I could look, when I was on the camera, it looked like you can see the vapors coming out, which is kind of cool. Right there, yeah. But that's not any liquid yet, so you're still, see, that's, you can actually see the spray coming out. There you go. So I'm actually going to stop right there. Alright, so now that the bottle's full, the venting's basically made it so that there's propane coming out. I'm going to go ahead and take the snaps off the bottle if I can. There you go. And then turn the propane bottle off, the big white propane bottle, turn the nozzle so that it's completely closed. And then go ahead and remove the bottle from the adapter, leaving the adapter right on the big propane bottle if you can. You might hear a little psst, but that's all you hear. So let's go inside and weigh it. Okay, so what we did was we filled this green bottle, went outside, put it in a 5-gallon. I tried putting as much in here as possible, used a little vent to vent it out. So this should be right around 75–80% full, but meaning about 16 ounces of liquid in here. So we turn it on, goes to 0. If you remember, it was 13.14. Put it on now. 30.36. So it's actually raised 16 something, right? So just about a pound. So as you see, I wasn't making much of that spray come out, and the nozzle's right there along with the fly. You can not hear anything, so there's no venting happening right now. Everything seems to be working great. Again, it was 13.14, so now it's 30.36, which to me is 17.24 or so, right? Which is over a pound of liquid in there. So that sounds good to me. So now what I'm gonna do is actually, bam! So like I said, today we're actually going to be refilling green propane bottles, which I don't have one on the table right now. Oops.